Well, chances are your morning drive was impacted by this. Yet another semi-rollover on the I-10, and look at this traffic. It was backed up for miles, and other freeways actually felt the impact of this crash. Now, the question many of you have for us is this: why does it take so long to clean up this mess and get the road reopened? CBS 5's Colton Schoen has been busy getting you the answers. He joins us now live. Colton, I got impacted taking my mom and dad down to the airport this morning. What can you tell us about it?
Well, I can tell you that my wife was impacted on her way to work also, but the accident this morning shut off the I-10 right around here for 5 hours. Now, many of you might be thinking that really shouldn't take so long to reopen the freeways, but the people I spoke to say that 5 hours is nothing compared to what it could have been. As thousands of Valley drivers started their morning commute, a semi carrying bags of mulch rolled over on the I-10 eastbound near the I-17 split, causing miles of backup.
It appears that we might have had a broken down vehicle trying to move off the wall against the HOV lane back into the traffic, which caused two other vehicles to take evasive action, which also caused the semi driver to take evasive action. Then he rolled over here. The
accident closed all lanes of highway for hours. Drivers had to snake past using the shoulder.
Things take time, but in this particular case, we think things went well.
ADOT traffic controllers had every view covered of this accident, monitoring several cameras at once. They're in charge of telling people to take alternate routes and writing on the freeway message boards.
It's a difficult process because, first of all, DPS and the first responders are dealing with injured people on the scene.
A pregnant woman and another woman were taken to the hospital after this wreck. Then comes the investigation, which can take a while.
We have to actually interview everybody involved. We have to interview witnesses. Then we got to come together and look, are these witness statements correct? Do they flow together, or are there contradictions to it?
We have to be ready to get our equipment out there. In this case, some front loaders that could pick up these bags of mulch that had spilled all over the freeway, and then we have to clear the wreckage of the truck itself.
Now, to put this in perspective, a couple of weeks ago, an accident involving a semi carrying coffee creamer closed part of the freeway for 12 hours. You guys remember that? And this one was only closed for 5. Now, thankfully, in both cases, no one was killed, because if that were the case, then the freeways would have been closed much longer. Again, each case is different. Scene?
Yeah, Colton, quick question here. When it comes to these kind of freeway accidents, a lot of resources are used. I know DPS working very hard out there, as well as ADOT. But does the person who caused the accident, do they ever have to pay up?
Well, that actually depends. DPS says sometimes the driver who is at fault can have the cost of everything put onto them, but in this case, they say that it's still too early to see if that's the case. For now, reporting live in Phoenix, I'm Colton Schoen, CBS 5 News.